Oh look, a hard-working teacher, on his half-term break, reading the paper, having a cup of tea. That's the way it should be. Why? Because it clears the mind. That's what half-term is for. But is this teacher's mind cleared? Why is it not clear? Oh, it's that old question. Is the van the right thing to have at this point in time? In the past, it was a stroke of absolute genius. Having the van allowed all the camping stuff to be put in the van with a growing child and said driver, i.e. you. In the other car, the wife and 3 other growing children. Fantastic. As I said, genius. But is that the right thing to do now? The children are rebelling. They don't want to go camping anymore. So, what do? Do you keep the van? Or do you change it? If you were to change it, you've got 2 options, haven't you? You've known about these 2 options for ages. They are to get a high-ranking car, such as a Mercedes-Benz or a BMW or an Audi, but get one that's within your price range. Or to get a lesser model. Let's call it a lesser model, such as a Ford or a Vauxhall or a Skoda or a Mazda, and see what that's like. Get a newer one with good modern tech on it. Have you always been somebody that bothers about badges? No, I didn't think so. You don't really look it, do you? So, the second what it is. Now, one thing you need to think of. The Vauxhall Insignia. The Vauxhall Vectra, your father had one, didn't he? It was crap, wasn't it? Yes, even your father agrees. It was crap, it was the worst car he ever had. So, I think Vauxhall realised that the Vectra is not the thing to do. Jeremy Clarkson did a review on a Vectra on Top Gear, didn't he? And he just walked around it silently for 7 minutes. Sales of the Vectra plummeted. So Vauxhall went back to the drawing board and stopped the name Vectra. They came up with a new name, Insignia, and said, this must be better. You know all this, don't you, because you've done a lot of research. And even though the Vauxhall Insignia is described as, looks-wise, not exactly the best, in terms of the drive, it's very nice. Not brilliant, but nice. In terms of comfort, nice. In terms of tech, it has everything. It even has sensors that tells you when the tyres aren't pumped up properly. So that's quite good. And also, you have an environmental concern as well, don't you? The van isn't really doing much for the environment, is it? But the new Vectras have an Ecotec engine, which emit less than 100 micrograms of carbon dioxide or whatever it is that comes out the back of the car. Therefore, they qualify for 0 road tax. So they are an environmentally friendly car. Well, you know that one you saw on Facebook in Cumbrand Motors? I would go and have a look at it if I were you. Are you going to do that? Excellent. Go and tell your wife what's been on your mind for the past month or so, and go over to the garage and look at it. Go on, jog on, finish your tea. Lovely.